Well, hello there, beautifuls. Welcome to my YouTube video. May I take your purse and maybe your dress? And I'm just going to be telling you guys a bunch of don't you hate it wins. Don't you hate it when you go to a restaurant and you tell the waitress you want a hamburger and she says, "Do you want cheese with that?" Like, really, I would have asked for cheese. They call it a hamburger and a cheeseburger for a reason. Don't you hate it when you're laying in your bed and you're all comfortable and you're like, oh, you're about to fall asleep, and then you have to use the bathroom and you get all mad? Don't you hate it when you're having a really epic dream and you're about to figure out something big about the dream, like how to save the world or something, and right when you're about to get to that part and you're about to figure out something huge about that dream, someone wakes you up? Don't you hate it when someone sees your Facebook messages and never replies? Thank you, Facebook, for giving us the ability to know when we're possibly being ignored. This is something that you guys probably did when you were smaller. Don't you hate it when you call your teacher mom? Don't you hate it when you're sitting on your couch watching TV and you get up to go get a snack, and when you come back, someone took your spot? Like, really, if that was me, I would be all like, okay, I finally got my snacks. I'm gonna give you a chance here. Get up or I will murder you. Don't you hate it when someone walks in your room when the door's shut, and when they walk out, they don't shut the door? Don't you hate it when you're laying in your bed and all of a sudden it feels like you're falling off the Empire State Building? Don't you hate it when you're drinking something and as you're drinking something, your friend makes a hilarious joke and you burst out laughing and you end up spitting everywhere and like causing a flood? Don't you hate it when your Xbox has red lights and won't work? Don't you hate it when you hit your hip on a corner of a table or something and it feels like you've been shot? This happens to me a lot. Don't you hate it when you place something down on a table or something and 10 seconds later, you're looking all around the house to find what you just placed down? Don't you hate it when you try to make yourself remember something so you can remember it for a certain something? Like, let's say I want to go throughout the rest of the day thinking the word pizza rolls, and I keep thinking pizza rolls, pizza rolls, pizza rolls, pizza rolls. Throughout the rest of the day, I'm thinking that. And when the time comes to where I needed to remember that certain word, I forget it. Don't you hate it when someone is about to tell you something and then they just say, "Never mind!" in a huge attitude? Don't you hate it when you're in the shower and you're washing your hair and your face and you end up getting soap in your eye and you start to freak out and then you think you're gonna go blind? Don't you hate it when your brother or sister asks if they can use your socks and then you end up never seeing those socks again? Dear sister of mine, I would just like to inform you that I will hunt you down till the end if you do not return my socks. Don't you hate it when you're walking around in a very public area like the mall or something and you feel like everyone is staring at you? Don't you hate it when you pour yourself some good old cereal and then when you look in the fridge, there is absolutely no milk? Don't you hate it when your teacher calls on you to answer a question that she asked the whole class even though you weren't paying attention and you're just like, what's going on? Don't you hate it when you're telling your friends a joke that you heard earlier and then you end up telling the joke wrong and you just mess it up and you ruin the whole joke and it really isn't funny anymore? Don't you hate it when you hurt yourself in public really badly and you try to act all tough and pretend it doesn't hurt at all, but in all reality you think you need to go to the hospital?
When I get kicked in the balls and I feel like my balls went up in my stomach.
Okay, I appreciate your
No problem.
Okay, bye. Don't you hate it when you actually decide to do your homework but you left it home the next day? Don't you hate it when you wake up and there's drool all over your face and all in your hair and on your blankets and on your pillow? Don't you hate it when you're typing a really, really long message to someone on Facebook and you're almost done typing this really long message that you spent a lot of time writing and they reply back to you and you end up having to delete all the stuff you just put so you can reply back to what they said? It's like a race to see who can press enter first and types fastest. And now for an extra don't you hate it when that I'm sure many of you can relate to. Don't you hate it when you procrastinate? And that was don't you hate it when. Leave a comment telling me a don't you hate it when. I just gave you guys a bunch of examples of don't you hate it wins. I'm sure you guys can make up or come up with a lot of don't you hate it wins. And it could end up in the next don't you hate it win video. Oh, this is liars. The goal for this video is 600 likes. So, you know, if you hit the like button, that'd be awesome. My Facebook, my Twitter, my Skype name, my Vocal Live web show, all links in the description. And I guess I'll see you guys next week with a skit or maybe a vlog. I salute you. Thank you for watching this video. I will pay you in gold coins for watching this video. Thank you very much. No, I will not do that because I can't afford that. See all you beautifuls next week.